A very fine good afternoon to all of you present. So, if you have not watched from lecture 1 to lecture 15, then you should definitely go and watch lecture 1 to lecture 15. So, in this lecture, we will be discussing about multiple linear regression. In the previous lectures, we have discussed about linear regression. So in previous lecture, we used only one input variable like experience to predict the salary. But in real world problems, predictions usually depend on multiple factors. For example, house price depends on the area, number of rooms, locations, and many things more. Multiple linear regression allows us to use multiple input features to make better predictions. It is simply an extension of linear regression. Okay, so now let's look at the equation of multiple linear regression. In simple linear regression, we had only one input variable, but here we have multiple input features like size, number of bedrooms, and location. Each feature has its own coefficient, as you can see here, and shows how much it can influence the output. B naught is the intercept, and the other coefficient represent the impact of each input variable. So the model combines all these inputs to predict the final value. This is how we make more accurate predictions using multiple factors. Now let's understand the intuition behind multiple linear regression. Each input feature contributes to the final prediction. For example, in house price prediction, size increases price, number of bedroom affects price, location also plays a very important role. Each feature has a weight which tells us how important it is. The model combines all these effects to produce the final prediction. So instead of relying on one factor, we use multiple factors to make better and more accurate predictions. Okay, so moving on to the next slide. Now let's implement multiple linear regression using sklearn. First, we select multiple input features like size, input, number of bedrooms, and the location. Then we define the target variable, which is the price. Now we create the model and train it using the fit function. And finally, we use the predict function to generate prediction. So the only difference from simple linear regression is that now we use multiple input features instead of just one. So coming to the how to interpret the model. Each coefficient represents how much a feature affects the output. If a coefficient is positive, it means that as the feature increases, the output also increases. If it is negative, the output decreases as the feature increases. For example, if the coefficient of size is high, it means size has a stronger impact on the price. We can print the coefficient using model.coef underscore and the intercept using model.intercept underscore. This helps us to understand the importance of each feature in the prediction. Okay, so here we can see from this image very clearly, okay, that how the things have been done. Like if you can see the image, we have different input features like size, bedroom, and location, and these are the factors that will affect the final prediction. Unlike simple linear regression, here we are not using just one input, we are using multiple input together. That's why it's called multiple linear regression. Okay, so in the middle you see a 3D surface. This is like best fit line, but in higher dimension. Since we have multiple input, so instead of a line, the model creates a plane that fits the data. These colored points represent actual data. The surface tries to pass as close as possible to these points. The model adjusts the coefficient of each feature so that the surface fits the data as best as possible. Okay, so on the right side, we get the final prediction like house prices. So the model combines all the input and gives one output. Multiple input goes into the model and it learns a surface that predicts the final output. So you have understood actually what we are doing in multiple linear regression. Okay, so in the upcoming sections, we can discuss. Multiple linear regression allows us to use multiple input features to make the prediction. Each feature has a coefficient that represents its importance. This makes our model more realistic and powerful compared to simple linear regression. In the next lecture, we will explore polynomial regression, which helps us handle non-linear relationship in data. So let's continue building your machine learning knowledge step by step. I am really grateful to all of you for coming till this part of the video, and if you have watched till this part of video, thank you so much. Do leave your point of views. What do you think about the videos? And I have also attached quiz so that you can learn in a very better way. So thank you so much to all of you. Continue learning.